Hey there YouTube, Mountain Boy here, bringing you today my review of the 511 Skyweight on-the-go pouch. Also, I want to just talk about how I've been using it, how I've done some modifications with it, and how versatile this little pouch is. First of all, I just described the dimensions as 4 inches high, 7 inches wide, 2 inches deep, 3.52 ounces for the whole thing, and it's about 1 liter in size. It's got kind of a front pocket with kind of this expandable mesh, and then on the main compartment, there's little stash pockets sewn in the back, and then netted stash pockets in on the front. And then you can just see that, you know, everything inside in terms of all the stitching, it's all seam taped. It's all super clean. On the bottom, there's kind of a series of straps, which, you know, in this case, I kind of a great spot for a knife. Don't know if it's big enough for a tourniquet. You can see the size is with this phone case that, you know, is perfect for kind of like a regular size iPhone or other smartphone that works. So 511 developed this in conjunction with their other Skyweight items. And the idea is that their Skyweight backpack and their Skyweight hip belt has what they call this mini MOLLE attachment points. And then you take this and it's modular and you can kind of weave this in. It becomes kind of part of the belt. And this is actually a very nice adaptive platform. I added this tech lock, and I'll kind of show you here in a minute how I've used it. But what I really like about this is the versatility. Not only is there's this mini MOLLE and there's pass-throughs, but there's even like tabs up here if you wanted to use a carabiner or paracord or something like that to attach this to. This is meant to attach to a hip belt, and then it essentially becomes, you know, you can kind of customize your own pack the way you want it. You don't have to buy a pack with all the hip pockets and everything in place. The way I use it's a little different. I added this tech lock just so that it's very kind of quick and easy to be able to remove it. Oftentimes I will put it on my backpack hip belt, but I won't put it as far back as 511 envisions. I just can't reach over there and easily access stuff, so it's more on the front of my hip rather than on the back side of my pelvic bone. I also can take it off very easily, and then I can put it onto the chest strap on any backpack and then just wear it as a small chest rig. What's great about that in that application is it fits perfectly between the straps, I think, for most adult men. So it is breathable. This material, if you don't use the tech lock and you just kind of run it through here, it's flat enough and it doesn't really chafe. It doesn't really move on you. It's light enough to where it really stays put. And then even with the tech lock, I find it's kind of, there's enough rigidity in how it's sewn to where it's not like sloppy in that capacity. And so what's nice about that is then it really brings everything up into kind of your view shed and just makes it really easy to access things on the fly. So I really have to admit I like this. I also like it because if I'm going backpacking and I have this on my chest, I get there, I drop my pack, and I take this off and I can just put it on my belt, my regular pants belt, and now I can kind of go range around the area, and I have just like a minimal little kit, you know, flashlight, fire starter, you know, maybe some paracord, you know, just little things in case I need it. As far as concealed carry for a firearm, the only thing I've been able to fit in here is like a really small little 380. The other thing I like a lot about this is if you're traveling. Seems like when you travel, things on your pack snag. You've got all those little pockets and buckles that can get, if you put it in the machine going under the plane, it can get snagged that way. What I like about this is I can just take this off a pack, stick it inside of the pack, forget about it, have the pack nice and clean, and then when I get to where I'm going, I either put this on the hip belt or I put this on the chest strap and use it accordingly. Theoretically, I also could just kind of use this on its own, you know, as I'm going out into town. So just tons of flexibility with this. It's a great little product. I'm not really sure what I would change differently about it. Maybe having something that is a little bit more of a breathable mesh on the back, but still kind of retain kind of the mini MOLLE attachments. That would be nice. But that's honestly the only thing I can think that I would do differently with this product. So $30. It's, you know, in the same price range as other admin packs like by Maxpedition. And I think the biggest thing, again, that really differentiates it is just that bucket design, right? Things, you know, it'll, even when they're up, things aren't going to come flopping out of there. Whereas if it's a true clamshell, like the more traditional designs, yeah, you can open it too much and then things flop out everywhere. So I would definitely give this a thumbs up, double thumbs up, and I would suggest you to get one. Give it a try. You know, it's very flexible, and I'm sure you'll find other uses that I never thought of. Anyway, thank you for watching. Mountain Boy out.